Hello, this is Mr. Chabry, and welcome to week 4 of the NGDL. Our opponent today is going to be visually coach of the Cincinnati Caesars. We faced them quite a bit back in the PGBL. He's a really solid battler, very good at battling, so hopefully we can get a victory. I do have to say I've never beaten this guy, just that good. But anyway, here is our team. You've seen it before. And here is his team. So, things to point out. He does have that Typhlosion, which I usually use. Let's go ahead and look at what he's bringing. Yeah, so Typhlosion, something that I use quite a bit. So, his team. He does have the Typhlosion. I'm actually very scared of Thunderous. That's a mon that can be a huge threat if we're not careful. Steelix is a mon that likes to set stuff up. Azumarill, the threat if it sets up. And Licky Licky. I did bring the Sash on Araquanid. It might not be the best thing looking at my opponent's team just because... Yeah, honestly, yeah. Just because, I was expecting the Selgor, because it usually goes for, let me go ahead and lead off with Scrafty, actually. Scrafty looks pretty nice. We'll lead off with that. But yeah, Selgor often runs Final Gambit as like a way to knock out certain Pokemon. That's what I was thinking, but my opponent's not bringing that. We're going to lead Scrafty, because I want to scare out that Steelix first thing if it's led off. I don't want it to set up any hazards, because I've got no hazard removal on this team. Go happens to be the Steelix. Okay, so we're going to try to scare that Steelix out. Of course, Scrafty's not going to take it out, but we can at least chunk enough damage on this thing that I feel a lot better. It's going to set up rocks, probably, but if I can chunk it, that would be nice. I actually want to fake out first turn, maybe? I could fake out, and then Drain Punch. Could knock off its item. I think I want to knock off first turn. That way, if it does have leftovers, we can get rid of that right off the bat. There's no way of stopping the rocks, actually. So, what do I think my opponent brings in now? I do feel like I want to knock off again. Expecting, maybe Azumarill to come in. I don't know, this is honestly the best thing for my opponent to have against Scrafty. I'm going to knock off again, though. That way, my opponent goes into the Azumarill, we can get rid of its berry. Alright, and we do knock off that... Oh, that's Choice Banded, okay. It's actually good to know. Alright, we go into... I could go Araquanid. Araquanid's not a full physically defensive version, though. So this is a banded set, Choice Band. So, Play Rough actually does a lot to us. Should I go Kartana? Shouldn't go Kartana. I shouldn't go Kartana because Superpower does too much. Might go Roar so I can Intimidate maybe? There's not a real good play here. I'm going to go... I have to go Roar, I think. No, because we lose. Whatever we go into, there's a good chance we lose, actually. Let me think. I want to keep Scrafty, though. I really do need to keep Scrafty. I'm going to go Roar. I have to go Roar. Looks like I have to sack something off. And... oh, I'm okay with sacking Roar off, honestly. So I can get a better switch. So knock off. We lose our vest. That's not the worst thing. Hit U-turn, I guess. That's just what I'll do here. U-turn. Honestly, looking at my opponent's team, Roar would be nice, but honestly, I might have to sack it off so I can get something in to threaten this out. Alright, here comes a liquidation. We don't take that at all. We lose Roar, but... we bring in... going to Araquanid now. Take pretty much anything this thing goes for. And I can get a Sticky Web, which is kind of important. That's what we'll do. Sticky Web this turn. That'll help us against the Typhlosion. That's the main thing. I know when I run Typhlosion, I usually run it Scarfed. And if it's Scarfed, it outspeeds everything on my team. So I need to go ahead and do this. Yeah, we need to get rid of Thundurus and Steelix, and then we can have the Netric do whatever we need it to. Alright, this boy's here. I'm gonna protect, see what it goes for. Just to scout this thing. Probably won't expect me to. So we got a Thunderbolt here. This is weird. This says we should take a Thunderbolt. That's not right, is it? Crafty, we can fake out. We should go into Crafty. We take a Thunderbolt. I don't think my opponent goes Thunderbolt. Manectric would be an easy switch in here. And I think my opponent sees right through that. So we'll go Scrafty here. He's probably going to go for something for Manectric. Oh, he just Thunderbolts again. We'll fake out. Get some chip on this boy. Eat gets swapped out. Chain comes back in. That is the Azumarill. Crafty. Azumarill's here. What is Azumarill's speed? Reduce down. We should outspeed it, actually. During this, we have a chance to outspeed. So I'm going to take that chance that we outspeed it and just Poison Jab here. That's what I'm going to do this turn, just Poison Jab. Alright, he's going to swap into Kentucky. Oh, I see what that is. Kentucky Typhlosions. so Typhlosion's here on the field. That's my son out there. I could go Araquanid pretty nicely here. Let me see that Araquanid. Yeah, Araquanid looks pretty clean. We take everything. What does Haxorus take? Go Haxorus. That's not the right play going Haxorus. I'll go Araquanid. Yeah, we'll go Araquanid here. Alright, popping the Z move. What Z move? The Fidium Z. Ooh, Fidium Z. That is a play. Let me see. Does at most 20%. But yeah, that's nice. That was intended for Scrafty right there. That was full on intended for Scrafty. So what I could do is Toxic or just go for a Liquidation. Do I think my opponent stays in? I go Toxic. Oh no, Licky Licky's probably got Heal Bell. I'm going to Liquidate here. I think that's the better play, just Liquidate. Licky Licky is a Cleric. That's usually what it is. So we can hit this thing with a Liquidation. I'm taking it. Sorry, Typhlosion. I have to take you out eventually, hopefully. Sorry, Typhlosion. Yeah, but Fidium Z, that's actually pretty nice. I usually run a Scarf set, but I do run Z move sets, depending on what Pokemon I really think Typhlosion needs to take care of. Alright, communicating, please stand by. Anyway, yeah, there's not really a totally good switch-in for my opponent. My opponent could bring a Azumarill. That's probably the best switch-in for my opponent here. Alrighty, what's that? That is the Latios. Alright, do we get a defense drop here? We do not. I want to protect. I want to scout this thing out. Probably should pay attention to what these nicknames are. Kentucky already. I'm thinking there might be a defog here. No, Draco. Going a full-on Draco. At this point, I don't think we have anything for Draco. Yeah, we really don't. Let me see here. Toxic, maybe? I really wanted that defense drop. Yeah, but the thing is, I don't think I've got a switch in for this. Because this thing's a very powerful Mon, and it can take out probably everything on my team. The Draco. No, it's going Draco. Draco, it hits us. 50% on Scrafty. But then it outspeeds us, so there's no doing that. Araquanid takes 50%. So I might have to sack Araquanid off here. I'm going to click Toxic. Just in case it misses, and it doesn't. So we lose Araquanid here to the Lati. But I don't really have another play for that one. And now we go Mega Manectric doesn't have enough power to take it out. I might need to go Crafty to fake out. Get a little bit extra damage. It's got a reduction in that. Oh, Scrafty here. Could fake out, could knock off, but I feel like maybe. Yeah, we'll go knock off maybe. That does decent damage. First, I feel like I should fake out though. Fake out maybe? Or should I knock off? Because I'm pretty sure there's a switch happening. Yeah, we'll just knock off a certain item maybe. I could Poison Jab if Azumarill comes in, but I feel like knock off is the better play. That gives us enough damage on this thing that Kartana comes in and takes it out. Oh, it's faster. Oh, of course it's faster, duh. I didn't expect him to stay in, though. Alright, we get some decent damage. Of course it can roost and recover. Stuff like that, but... knock off again. Hopefully we do more damage to it than it heals up. That's what I really need on this thing. Dang, it's healing quite a bit up, actually, though. Oh, we're doing more damage to it than it's healing up, though. I could go Manectric. I'll actually do that. Go Manectric here. Gives me another Intimidate that makes sure Scrafty's still alive for a little bit longer. Because I think Scrafty is pretty important, and I do think my opponent switches out here. Chain comes back in. Yeah, Azumarill. And we're going to switch out. Go into a Manectric here. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and Mega Evolve here. Let me just think this through, though. By Thunderbolt, my opponent does have Steelix and Thundurus. Have we seen what item that Thundurus had? I'm trying to remember. I wrote it down. Okay, hold on. Let me. How much does Hidden Power do? Here, Azumarill will go. Of course, that goes down to a Thunderbolt. But what about Thundurus? Hidden Power Ice does decent damage to it. Doesn't do decent damage to Azu here. I feel like I'm gonna go ahead and risk it. Let's go ahead and Thunderbolt. Risk it. I can just Hidden Power the next turn. That should be faster. Alright, that's this thing here. We'll get an Intimidate. Let me see here. Lucky. Bulky monster. I'm going Volt Switch here, actually. Haxorus switch in on this thing. Not really a good switch in. But what we could do is go into Haxorus and try to set up. I think it's worth going for that. We do have an Intimidate on this thing too, so keep that in mind. Alright, Seismic Toss. This is a more defensive variant, it would seem. So I have to Dragon Dance here. so I can have that speed. We Dragon Dance. We have Groundium Z just for Steelix. Yeah, if we can get rid of Thunderous, Earthquake is nice. Even Latios with that Levitate doesn't want to face down Earthquake from Haxorus. Yeah, we have to Dragon Dance here. It's the only way. Actually, write down. Some of these nicknames. Alright, LD is gone. Chain comes in. Chain will be slower than us. I do have a nice Poison Jab just for this thing right here. Poison Jab takes it out. Got +1 in speed and attack. Poison Jab does the trick on this. That's what we do. Just Poison Jab. And there we go. Chain. Chain is gone. Eat. That is this boy. Alright, should outspeed this thing, correct? Yeah, we outspeed. A Dragon Claw should take... that's a roll. I gotta go for it. I don't have any other choice. Oh, it's faster. Okay, so it's Scarfed. It's actually Scarfed, so we go down to this. Yeah, that actually... Okay, so that's Scarfed. Actually Scarfed. Go Manectric and Hidden Power Ice. Since I do know this is Scarfed. That's honestly the best bet. Go this, Hidden Power Ice. It's actually a pretty tough team. Hidden Power Ice. That does 50%. Yeah, so that being Scarfed actually hurt Haxorus. What we would have to do is actually get another Dragon Dance for Haxorus to be able to pull through with that sweep. But unfortunately, this thing ended up being Scarfed. It also has Volt Absorb, so I can't Thunderbolt it. I do think that would be nice if I could. Yeah, once this thing is gone and Steelix is gone, I can Thunderbolt everything. Alright, I'm hoping Manectric can... I mean, we could take a hit. We take one hit, at least. But that's actually... It's locked into Hidden Power Ice. No, it's Scarfed. Scarf. Scarf. Does Kartana outspeed it? Oh, it outspeeds Kartana. That's not good. Honestly, I don't see a way we win this. I'm going to go with Thunderbolt just because it takes out Typhlosion, but honestly, all my opponent has to do is go back into Thundurus and sweep us. Thundurus sweeps the game. Unless my opponent predicts me to go Hidden Power Ice. Yeah. Alright, good game. I think, yeah, this is it. I can't do anything against this thing. It's gonna lock itself into something to take me out. I should have just Hidden Powered Ice again, but I didn't want to risk it because Typhlosion would have easily taken me out, and I've got nothing to stop Typhlosion from sweeping. Oh, it's got U-turn too. LG, that was licky. How much health does Scrafty have? Not much. What I could try to do is Volt switch and then go into Scrafty. Or I could go Cortana, maybe. Yeah, we'll go Cortana, actually. Honestly, it doesn't matter at this point. Yeah, it doesn't matter, really. Thunderous. Scarfed Thunderous. This thing's probably got Protect, too. Cortana can take it out with a Sacred Sword. Say opponent switches into Thunder. Leaf Blade actually does more damage to that, surprisingly. We'll lock herself into Leaf Blade. I don't think there's much we can do at this point, though. There really isn't. I'd go Scrafty. Honestly, it doesn't matter what we do at this point. Whew. That Choice Scarf Thunderous. Man, oh man. If it wasn't for that, I bet Haxorus might have been able to get a sweep, but probably should have. See, Thunderous is a mon that I don't see that often, so I never know like what it's running. Looking at it, yeah, Scarf Thunderous makes a lot of sense. Like a whole lot of sense. Makes a whole lot of sense. I just stopped Haxorus in his tracks. I should have went for another Dragon Dance. I just didn't want to risk it, but I should have. Should have went ahead and risked, because the Haxorus would have been really nice in this game. I'll go Scrafty. Typhlosion comes out, we just fake out. Honestly, I don't know what to do. I don't think it matters what I do at this point. Knock off, I could Drain Punch. Drain Punch is probably the better play, but... Drain Punch, I guess. He's probably going to Protect. Kentucky. Oh, he's going to try to get a sweep on me, a Kentucky Typhlosion Eruption Sweep. I'm going to go ahead and Drain Punch. Get some health back. Dang, what is this set? Set on this Typhlosion. This is like some weird set on Typhlosion, actually. Need to be bulky or something. Now we lose Scrafty here. Oh, we don't. Okay. Well, I should have Drain Punched. I was sure we were going to go down to that one. Probably didn't matter. Manectric. All my opponent has to do is stay in, actually, but... Oh, Hidden Power Ice. Just hit Hidden Power Ice. Because honestly, there's no way we win this. The only... Whoa. Yeah, he's going to withdraw. Going to Thunderous, maybe. Yeah, we're going to hit it at least. Get some nice damage on this thing, at least. But it's just going to take us out with the next turn anyway. That would have been so much... Oh, we got a crit there, too. Yeah, for anything... For me to have a chance to even win this, I would need some more damage on Latios. I think Latios is almost back to full health, though. Yeah. Everything has to be Scarf, though. Patrick versus Licky Licky. Ah. Thunderbolt's not going to take it out. Our Ice won't. Nothing will. Flamethrower, actually. We need some sort of chip on this thing. Well, Cortana? Looks like it's just you and me. Yeah. Like I said, visually is a very solid player. I've actually never beat him, and here I'm having a hard time beating him again. And that Typhlosion has like a set of some sort. Lock myself in Sacred Sword. On Protect, it's not going to matter because I don't have to lock myself into something anyway. But maybe, because we actually in this season face visually again, so there is, maybe we can learn from what we've done here. Might be able to play a little bit better next time. Something to keep in mind, I need something for Thundurus. Honestly, Thundurus is such a hard mon to play around. And I do notice on my team, I actually have a huge electric type weakness. I have Mudsdale as a Pokemon that is supposed to help that, but it's not going to help if that electric type is running Hidden Power Ice. So honestly, yeah, we'll take this thing out, but honestly, we still don't win this one. I'm Scarfed, but I don't know if Thundurus has full speed investments or not. And honestly, my opponent just has to go into Latios. If this has full speed investments, it probably outspeeds us. I don't have full speed investment. Yeah, so it's got full speed investment, so we go down to the Thunderbolt. Alright, good game visually. Don't worry, though, because next time we're going to try a little bit better. I'm not going to make any promises, though. But yeah, good game. Fortunately, we weren't able to beat that team. I really needed Haxorus there. I really did need Haxorus, but Thundurus stopped in his tracks. Next time, we need something for Thundurus. Because my team has a huge Thundurus weakness. Thundurus is such a good Pokemon. It's one that I've never used myself, but looking at it here, it's fast and it destroys everything. So, good game visually. Hopefully next week we can actually break this losing streak we've got. I'll see you all then.